sempre io, Mod 10, e oggi facciamo la seconda parte di Dainsleif, perché quella dell'altro giorno era una missione diversa. E sì, bisogna parlare con Ganyu e Lan, perché ho guardato giusto un po' la sorella qua sotto.
Oh, yes, yes. The 7 dragons, gods. Still, this time is different. Oh, traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you—
Hello. We were just discussing the—
Yes,
Dei cacciatori di
we
tesori,
were just
infatti.
saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should—
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that two big-time
Verificare
treasure
un'importante
hoarders in
operazione
Liyue and—
congiunta.
two big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes, they're known as Big
Grande
Sis
sorella
of
del
the
Sud
South
e
and
Raptor del
Raptor
Nord.
of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon
Esatto.
remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure
Il capo
hoarders
dei
in
cacciatori di
Liyue.
tesori a Liyue.
As I understand, some say that
Chiamano
the god
Bob.
of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that, despite how dangerous that makes it, they have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain
Sì,
grand
perché non lo
thief
sapesse,
from
quando ho fatto la missione
Fontaine.
con Amber, andate a guardare il video, l'ho fatto tipo qualche settimanella fa. Raptor appunto era un cattivo che ho sconfitto con Amber. La Fontaine.
Grand Thief?
Oh, indeed. The grand thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers.
Confusa avventuriera Alice.
Ah, so you're
Bellissimo.
familiar with the author of the Tavat travel guide then. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt,
with the major changes in Liyue recently. The Ministry of Civil Affairs, but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission. Oh,
good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck.
Saremo di nuovo insieme. Mentre nella 5.7 si chiamerà tipo lo spazio, il tempo e tu. Raggiungi le rovine. Credo che dovremmo entrare in un dominio. Mamma mia, quanto sono lontane. Non c'è neanche un teletrasporto nelle vicinanze perché neanche l'ho presi. Eccoci arrivati. Spero che vadano bene. Andiamo. Ah, adesso c'è quella dei 7 capovolte, c'è quel cadavere.
This looks— could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? That's— why is— and the
Infatti quando
statue's
c'è una cosa
hands—
molto inquietante appena
Paimon
vista per la prima
remember-
volta.
this statue is holding— what is that? And the Grand Thief hasn't moved—
Adesso dovremmo anche incontrare Dainsleif.
hello? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here. No!
E tra l'altro ragazzi, io quella ero lì delle bolle, il primo account, prima era difficile, adesso l'ho fatta letteralmente in 3 secondi. Questo qui è il posto dell'abisso.
You have come
Quello di cui
here.
parlava Dainsleif
You have
lo scorso
seen
video.
as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Esatto, quello di cui parlava Dain.
Dainsleif. Oh, did he send you here to die? His the abyss is unstoppable.
Fatto. È stato lungo, ma era piuttosto semplice.
It seems I I see. In that
proprio
case,
Sì, sono proprio io.
Such a strong enemy. Who knew the abyss?
Sembrava conoscermi.
What is it? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the
E ripeto che ora dovremmo incontrare Dainsleif. Ah sì, perché il viaggiatore di piaciuto, non fatti, usciamo dalle rovine, ma però dopo dobbiamo rientrarci, mi
So,
sembra.
we meet again. A little.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you. Could it
Sì.
be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those.
Sì.
Huh? How did you know?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fight. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin.
And then, as we got close to the exit, an abyss herald said we fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with Dane helping out. Maybe.
Bene. Eccoci arrivati. Dobbiamo cercare le tracce dell'ordine dell'abisso. Fatto.
Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned.
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits? You know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be. In fact, They seemed to be searching the remains. However, they looked disappointed.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major import. One cannot discover the truth behind it, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something. All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
Comunque ragazzi, Dainsleif per me diventerà giocabile, quando non lo so, però secondo me in futuro è probabile. Finalmente ce l'ho fatta, mi sono morti praticamente tutti, sono rimasti da solo Traveler e Ifa.
Seems wherever we find.
There are no coincidences in the... Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting. Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no... Rather, they are both branches that have grown...
Branches? Rude.
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Canria.
Esattamente. Canria, ragazzi, appunto, è, avete presente che nel mio video che ho fatto di Dainsleif, le immagini che ho messo di quella cosa lì, quella lì è Canria, che è quella città che è stata distrutta da un cataclisma, tipo dell'abisso.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over. Oh. Speaking of... Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon
La
should
nazione di
explain a
Canria
bit.
era, ho sentito già parlare,
Huh?
perché ho dei ricordi di
You
Canria.
have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well,
Tutti hanno
everyone
segreti.
has their
Non è
secrets.
seccato il naso nei miei,
You did
lei
not
non
pry
sapeva
into...
di Canria.
But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen.
Com'era la Canria?
So, the Canria you saw, what was it like?
Viaggiatore racconta di Dine del mare di fuoco che ha visto 500 anni fa.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran
I see. So your first memory after...
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long...
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Canria plunged the whole world into chaos.
The destruction of Conria? She's...
That destruction you witnessed, it seems the first time you awoke in this world.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did.
And it was shortly after that you encountered an...
Oh, Paimon knows this part really...
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Canria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of
Perché poi c'è una
that,
cutscene
you are
nella
able to
sezione
guess
in
that
questa
the war you
missione
witnessed all those
dove
years
c'è
ago
Lumine
must be the
o
war that
Iter
ended
che tipo
Canria.
scappano da una cosa
Am I
delle
right?
rovine e c'è una luna cremisi.
Ah, if that's the case, before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from... So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7.
I probably know more about Canria than... Canria was a nation without a god.
Senza Dio.
Not because it had it was a powerful nation, built purely by humans.
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods
Gli dei
descended upon the
scesero
world and brought
portarono la
desolation to
desolazione a
Canria.
Canria.
The pride of humankind was uprooted.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything...
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of...
Beh, cioè, perché mi sono praticamente morti tutti. E così arrivati nell'altro
It's
posto.
more ruin guards and abyss. Dane was just saying how these ain't... So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Canria.
Di Canria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field
That's
tiller
not
was just a
codice.
code name. The
Sì,
people of
no,
the
il
land
codice
is not to be
trovare.
tilled with farming tools, but rather
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of it.
after the destruction of Canria. These masterless field tillers went completely. They wandered aimlessly over the perhaps resonating with the sorrow of others.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, but no matter their past, all that
Sì, no, comunque non è facilissimo comunque.
This
Adesso
abyss
perché sono
may
nel
drop the
secondo
talisman.
account, senza chi ne c'è molani.
This talisman perhaps it really does contain.
But
E poi hanno l'utilità bassa. quindi
Engulf the
questo-
faith of an enemy in flame.
what? Is that what it's...
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss. It seems like they are still launching the operation.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it litter from the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting? So, Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambition.
How so?
In short, the first.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, though you may not have been aware of it at the time.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark...
No. From the they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to.
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic...
Very few people today truly understand this. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with the...
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the
Oh boy, Okay, the Abyss Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track
Andiamo
down
alla
anyway.
cattedrale.
Cathedral.
Huh? What's...
Nothing.
Quindi, ok, dovrei altro che andare alla cattedrale. Io da 20 ore a 31. Vado un attimo a curarmi, perché vi ripeto che sono morte alcune persone. Bennett... No, Bennett è rimasto vivo. Lisa, i Traveler. Ok, quindi non è altro che andare alla casa di Fabulous. Possiamo riscattare anche le ricompense del grado avventura, visto che siamo appena arrivati al R31. Spero di non stare facendo il video troppo lungo.
A huge statue,
Eccoci
a
arrivati.
grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of research, but how aware of this was the animal archive?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the god...
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything. And actually, the animal archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
È ateo.
Correct.
Non vuole
And
entrare.
just as our little... When a non-believer steps onto holy... I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go... The
No,
Church
non
of
parleremo di
Favonius
quella
wouldn't ignore the
sacra
matter of the
festa.
Also, meddling in the...
Andiamo a parlare con Barbara. Eccola là.
Honorary Knight. But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't
La vecchia
expect
storia.
that. A long time ago,
C'era
there
il
was
17 che
indeed
una notte
one
sparì
statue
senza
of the
lasciare
sun that
traccia.
nearly every member of the church joined the search for it.
Ma non fu
In the
mai
church's
ritrovata.
records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the
La
lost
statua di
statue
Sete è
of the
perduta.
seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are.
The tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms. So they
fuori
referred to it
finale
as
del
this
tiranno.
strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less perhaps it was something else that caused... Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Razar...
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the
Sì,
Storm
appunto,
Terror incident.
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in
stanno rendendo
Wolvendom,
una
causing
ride
great...
lupi.
Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of...
Right. We'll go give Master...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
Quindi dobbiamo andare adesso nel regno dei lupi. Si deve... Se non... No, come non detto, devo andare fuori Mondstadt. Parla con Dainsleif. Quindi siamo dopo, devo andare al regno dei lupi, dove se non sbaglio c'è tutto il signore dei lupi che è tipo tutto incatenato. Dai cavalli da quello che mi ricordo più o meno. Ah, parliamo con Dainsleif.
I see. This could very well have something to...
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for?
No, that unlike Osile, who was just today, it is just... The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit.
Ok, adesso raggiungi il regno dei lupi.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies.
Yeah. Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because
Il motivo è che
Boreas was
Boreas
an
era un
ancient
dio
god,
antico,
yet
ma
he
deciso per
willingly
il suo
became a
volere di
servant
diventare
of the
servo dei
Seven.
sette.
I cannot possibly agree with his act. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about... It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failing,
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods. Well, enough chit-chat.
Chissà
We
comunque
should get back
ragazzi
to
se
business.
Caria potrebbe
I will go
diventare...
take care of the remaining Abyss Order members
cioè,
in the area.
potremmo magari,
Try and keep
non
your
so, vederla
visit with
sulla
both.
mappa.
What a strange man.
Intendo tipo...
That's true. You also
vederla,
keep at
perché
the
sappiamo
right of
inoltre
ascension and
che c'è il
Lear.
portone
Your
di
decision was
Caria
very
che sta nel
similar
deserto di
to what
Sumeru.
Dane would do.
So che ancora non ci sono arrivato perché devo fare una missione.
Not...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh,
Jean.
Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is... But the Abyss Order and
Boreas.
Buri...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devalid.
Regardless, whether the reason behind the Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Buri, this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met... Okay, be careful.
Look! Over there, it's Razor!
Ma c'è anche la posta... È
The
vero.
Abyss Herald!
Vi avevo detto che era tutto incatenato. Non era tale che avete detto, spero.
You not welcome here.
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us...
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times...
Bene.
The ceremony was How does an old spirit... No matter. This is but a small...
Sì, comunque Razor ci poteva anche aiutare volendo.
It
Non
disappeared?
ci ha aiutato, però vabbè.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupical. I am but still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. I too didn't see...
Wait. So you mean the Abyss
Avete
Order
tutto per
had
corrompere la mente di
everything
Lupus
prepared
Boreas
to corrupt Lupus
e l'ha
Boreas'
poi
mind,
attirato
then
fingendo di
lured him
sfidarmi
out
una
under the
prova?
pretense of...
Thank you. In the future, my You smelled...
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's no... Besides coming to help... excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this feel. It entered into my but it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly with...
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have...
Yes, it could spin, leap high.
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the
Arrivata
first field...
Mondstadt.
It sounds like
Prima
the first
poterla.
one was waste, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big help. We need to keep investigating something super important.
yes, I smell more danger. You too. Also...
Fate attenzione.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go to...
Ok, almeno stavolta di fianco al teletrasporto alla missione. Eccoci qua con Dainsleif.
Dang, there you are!
I saw her, but purposely, as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me.
Cavaliere del dente di leone, non della zanna di leone.
If I'm not careful, one day... But back to the matter at hand.
Vabbè. Viaggiatore racconta Dane riguardo agli indizi ottenuti dallo spirito...
I see. Well then, we can...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more for example, the old story you told me you heard in the Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's find after it was damaged in the fight with the... Then, whenever anyone got close... Pew, pew, boom! It would... Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there.
Vai al covo di terrorelato. Ok. Dobbiamo andare. Perché sei contrario? Non la voglio. Ok, dobbiamo andare in questa guerra delle rovine. Spero solo che non devo combattere, vi prego.
This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, so what did you see?
Quindi ragazzi, perché sapete che quando ci sono dei nemici con vitesse elementale, se si illuminano di bianco vuol dire che sono attivi, se non si illuminano vuol dire che è una guardia delle rovine che...
Nothing.
This requires another. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine... Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, no matter where we may hide it. They will
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also... We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
Destroy it? That's a step... well...
Do the seven... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. I'll make sure it
Quindi
doesn't get...
adesso vi ripeto che l'ho detto a inizio video. Dobbiamo tornare nelle rovine di prima. Oggi arrivati.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless dark...
Oh...
Be careful to not be overwhelmed.
You are just as vexed. I sense your soul is stained by... Oh, and something... Then we are the same. We're both...
It is your words that forever... Time to silence you!
Bella sta scena. Allora dovremmo incontrare
Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh?
Sì, perché appunto Lumine e Dane si conoscono.
Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria and you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
E anche Dainsleif se n'è andato.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, oh, well then...
Ma mangiatore cerca di ricordare quanti dettagli possibili.
First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order.
Effettivamente, un
Even
fatto
the
verde
Abyss
della
Herald
amicizia.
answers to her. Still, also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But, so that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years... Also, how come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get... Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Andiamo. Saremo di nuovo insieme. Missione completata. Ragazzi, abbiamo finito. Veramente bellissima. Infatti la prossima volta che incontreremo Dainsleif, ossia alla fine di ogni arco in questo, quindi quando finirà in Azuma incontreremo Dainsleif nelle minerie sotterranee della Vragine. Quando finirà su Meru lo incontreremo tipo in questa zona qua. quando finirà Fontino lo incontreremo sempre nella zona di Sumeru. E adesso quando è appena finita Natran, e quindi adesso lo incontreremo a Natran, perché vi ho raccontato appunto le cose che ci saranno nella 5.7. Tra l'altro nella 5.7 ci sarà anche una donna, una tizia, che non so chi sia, ma appunto c'è questa che ci aiuterà. Quindi ora dobbiamo iniziare in Azuma. Sì, dobbiamo andare a Liyue, poi ovviamente nel prossimo video... guardate che carino poi il coso. E poi bisogna andare nella foresta di Vita dei Kuyun, poi bisogna andare nella Crux da Rakatsua, poi dobbiamo fare tipo delle sfide e poi possiamo andare finalmente in Azuma. Detto questo, ragazzi, io non ho altro da dire. Questo video non so quanto è durato. 59 minuti, adesso sta diventando un'ora. Io non ho altro da dire. Spero che il video vi sia piaciuto e ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao!